Welcome to 71 and Beyond. I'm Rell Smith with 99 Eats. Today we're making chicken and waffles with a twist. Stay tuned. So what I'll show you is my secret. Like, my secret is, one, love, but then two, is something that I like to call a slurry. And a slurry is basically a smorgasbord of like these different ingredients that I mix together before adding the chicken. This is actually the slurry when it's all the way done. But what this consists of is some Worcestershire sauce, some Dijon mustard, 2 eggs, we got some parsley, we got a little bit of onion, we got some garlic, and breadcrumbs that we'll soak in milk or water. Basically, we just slice up a little onion, we dice it up, we get a little garlic in there. So we dice some onions, put a little more in there because I like onions. And then next, we just mix this up. And I like to mix it with my hands because like it's the meatball way, pretty much. So I'll mix this up. And what you want it to be a little moist. If you want your meatballs to be moist, then you have to add moisture to it. If you add moisture to your meatball, that's the key to having a nice, juicy meatball. And so we pour the slurry in first. So we got 2 pounds of chicken here, so I'll say maybe a cup of the slurry mix, right? And so with that cup of slurry mix, we'll add our chicken to that as well. Here, what I like to do is I'll dig all the way to the bottom, and then you just fold it over. And you just repeat that method. So all the way under, fold it, all the way under, fold, boom. This is a little wet, so like I said, you just add a little bit of Panko breadcrumbs to it, and what you'll realize is that these breadcrumbs really just soak up so much of that moisture, and it makes the meatball just excellent, in my opinion. Perfect portions of meatballs. Ice cream scooper. And so here's what we're gonna do. Take one of these, about that much, drop it in your hand, and you just roll. And next, we put it in our dredging station, which consists of seasoned flour, which is seasoned with salt and pepper, buttermilk. What I do is I'll roll it in the flour, and then you just roll it in your hand to get a lot of that flour off. So I'll show you this. Right there, it's very lightly floured on the outside, because like I said, you don't want a cakey, you don't want cake. Like, you want a nice crisp, but not too much breading on the outside of it. And we'll just do that for the rest of the meatballs. All right, so we got 6 in there. Like I said, we're gonna take our left and we'll just flip them. Boom. Flip that. Same thing with our left hand. A nice even layer of buttermilk on it, and then you just drop it right in your breadcrumb, and you just put that right over top of it. And that's what we're looking for. A nice evenly coated meatball. All right? We just drop this in our oil. All right? We add that to our oil, and I use a canola oil. We'll let that fry. All right, so the next thing that we'll do is we'll start to prep our waffle. So I'll add 1.5 cups of flour, 1/2 cup of cornstarch. So 2 cups of dry overall. So we got our dry ingredients already. So our wet ingredients, we'll have our 2 egg yolks. We'll add our buttermilk, as well as our milk. We'll add our vegetable oil. We got a little bit of vanilla extract, straight from Madagascar, fancy stuff. All right, so we put a little bit of that in there. Check on our meatballs. We'll flip these. So this is what you're looking for right there. So we got a nice golden brown. Flip that over. That's what we're looking for right there. A nice golden brown on one side. Let it flip over. Nice and golden brown on the other side. And we mix up our wet ingredients. And so now we just add this right to our dry ingredients. Fold it over. Boom. And just mix that slightly. And there we have it. So this is what you're looking for with your waffle mix. Waffle mix is good. This is what we're looking for right here. And what I do is I'll let this sit for 30 minutes. Just let all of those flavors, same thing. You let those flavors just marinate with each other. We got our iron nice and hot. Spray that with a little cooking spray. All right, light coating, you just add a cup. And if you don't have one of these, I would say 1/3 of a cup will do all right. All right? Right to the center. Close that, flip it, and forget it. And what I'll do is I'll serve this up on a plate, boom, and we just take our meatballs out. And I'll just serve these just like this. Put them right over top of our waffle. All right? We're gonna get some confectioner's sugar. All right. That nice and powdery. And then we take our maple syrup and drizzle it right over top. And if you're fancy, get you a little bit of hot sauce, all right? So trust me. Get you a little bit of hot sauce, and you just sprinkle it right over all of it. And you will not regret it, I promise. So here are our chicken and waffles. Now everybody gets to try them. Thank you.